A few over here. Oh, I forgot to use my microphone. Good morning. I had a new idea. I made this little guy. He is composed of human legs, an apple body, human arms, and a round head. Now I also made this gal. She also has an apple body, but the arms are connected in a different way. As you can see, it makes a difference, but you can't really see the body very good because of the frills I already put on. So I thought, how about I make just a few of those naked boys so we can really compare the body shapes and the legs and how everything is attached. And the way I was gonna do this is roll a dice and then randomly, like that, pick from the chapters which arms, legs, how they're connected, body type, etc. Well, I have a dice app, and that's actually very practical because it has a D3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, 100 and 2 D6. First chapter is arms. We have 6 different arms, so we take a D6, throw, and it's a number 2. Let's see which one that is. That is the ragdoll. That is good because I didn't like the color of this one anyway, so we can just remake that and also remake a picture. Let me just write that down. I'm also adding where I have to take a photo. I mean, the point of this is also to get pictures of everything so the book is complete. Okay, next up are the legs. I have 9 different legs, so we use a D10, and if I throw 10, I have to throw again. Ha, that rhymes. Did you know everything that rhymes is better by definition? 5 are frog legs. Now let's see how to connect the legs. There are 3 ways to do that, so D3, throw. Option 3. That is the octopus method. Very weird. Okay, next up is the body type, which are 4 options. D4, throw. We're making a number 2, the pear. And then how are we going to connect the arm? Option number 3, which I believe is sewing on. No? Incorporated arms. The last one is the head. How many heads do we have? 5. No, 4, because I took the mushroom out because it didn't work out. 4 types of head. Well, that's fine. We also have 4 types of bodies, so I'm just kind of concerned about 9 types of legs. Oh well. D4, throw. It's a number 2. I'm pretty sure that's the giraffe. Yup. That's gonna be fun. Okay, this is gonna be a very weird creature, but this is exactly the point of my book. So we're having ragdoll arms, frog legs, 4 of them, pear body, and giraffe head. That's gonna be fascinating. Well, let's get started then. What color to use, first of all? I have a few over here. Oh, I forgot to use my microphone. This one or this one? I think this one. I just used the other one. I also started on this one. So I lost my crochet hook. You see a purple hook anywhere? Let me know. Anyway, let's get started. while I was making this. I thought I had to do 10 rows, but I decided that wasn't enough, so I would do 12 and I would change pattern. And then I looked at the pattern and I realized I already put down 12, so my pattern was correct anyway. Very nice to know. And this is where I realized I made a terrible mistake. And I had to frog the frog and start over again. And again, I had to frog my frog leg. Here I'm starting on the middle of the octopus connection, looking up how many stitches to do. All the green titles, by the way, are done. Counting my stitches, making sure I have enough. And I really should start doing a double tail again in 8 stitches, because it keeps getting loose. Here I'm connecting the legs to the center, making sure it's connected in the middle of the back of the legs. You know, this might actually not be that bad. It looks kind of weird, but also kind of funny. And I think it would be really cool if I gave it like the flower head. It could be easily done. If I just make the entire thing in green, it's gonna have a long neck, so they'll make it flowery already because it's like a stem. Then I'll make a round patch to put on the front. I will have to, it would look better if I used the ragdoll head instead of the round head. I'll have to see if I can exchange those because it will still be giraffe because it'll still be long neck. But then let's see. Maybe I can add it to the pattern book as the flower head. I was thinking of a tulip head as an extra addition to the book. But with this, I think it would be cooler just to have the neck and then have the round head. I have to turn it a bit so you can see it better. And then have a crown of flowers like around the head. Like I used for the mermaid, I used this leaf pattern. But if you look at it from this side, you see the vision? But then with color, I think this could look pretty cool actually. I am feeling way better about this than I thought I would be. I was very scared of how this was gonna turn out, but it's it's kind of giving flower and I like it. Yeah. Okay, let's continue with the arms. I'll probably check back in tomorrow because it's getting late and it's getting dark. It's 10 o'clock now, and um, I'm kind of tired. So I'm probably gonna finish the arm bits and continue on the neck for as long as I'm feeling in the mood for it, and then check back in tomorrow to show how far we got. But I'm liking this. It also has the perfect indent for a skirt or something. I don't have a skirt pattern in the book. I could do like a wrap skirt. Because I was thinking with all the bodies, you have different body shapes and different width. But if we do a wrap skirt, then you can just tie it. Then all sizes can work with it. Like, it would be so cool. I've tried it many times and somehow I never got it working. But flower petal skirt or just not flower petal, just leaf skirt in two different tones. Green. I'm running out of this green. Kind of starting on a yarn chicken scenario because this is all the yarn I have left. Um, but I'll probably make it. I kind of put myself on a no buy ban, so I don't want to go buy new yarn, but I'm running out of greens. But the last few times I was in the store, the only greens they had were two colors that I already have. Like this sparkly light green and another, I think this green, something like that, a light green. It's all spring colors. I actually prefer autumn colors, like this green. I really like this green. Way better than this green. But I am digging the really green. I think I'm gonna make the flower petals around the head white. And the center maybe just light green. Or this green. I don't have a lot of it, so could also be cool for skirt. But I'm not doing a skirt, I'm making naked boys. If the flower thing works, what chapter would I put it in? I mean, I don't have a face chapter. I have nose, I have eyes. Could put it in the eyes chapter? Maybe make a face chapter with sub-chapters for eyes and noses? No. Also had another one that was in the face, in the nose. But it's not really a nose. What was it again? It's the beak? I think the bird nose, bird beak. Also not really a nose. Maybe I should combine the nose and the ear chapter to a face chapter. Because the owl eyes, yeah, they could go with a lot. This flower face, is that a thing? Have you worked? No, I could put this. I'm putting this one in the last chapter anyways, in the roll for results chapter. I could just use an applique, the circle. Yeah, I could I could do that. I think that way would work best. Make a circle in the applique chapter, and then in the final chapter, put this one and explain how to use the circle applique and the vines pattern to make a flower monster. Yes, that is going to be pretty cool, I think. What do you think? Let me know. What do you think of this body shape? It's making me laugh. I like it. It's. What do you think? Is he a good dancer or is he gonna trip over his own legs? I'm not sure. Anyways, anyways, I'll check back in with you tomorrow. I'm starting to get better at the thinking out loud part. I like that because my biggest problem with recording my train of thought is that it's usually a train of thought. It's all in my head, and I'll be staring at something, trying to make decisions, and then suddenly, boom, I'll have an idea. Although, actually, I used to do it a different way. I used to work in a thrift shop, and whenever we got new furniture, I would be the one rearranging the shop so we would have new place. And usually, I would take someone along with me and then think out loud to them to arrange my train of thought. And they didn't have to do anything. They just had to follow me and listen and kind of nod and say, uh-huh, uh-huh. And until I had formed a plan. And then they had to get into action. Not before, because everything I said before that was just me thinking out loud. You know, like this cupboard could go over there, this sofa could scooch over if we put a chair over there, but don't do that yet because I'm not sure if that's gonna work. And I'm trying to teach myself now to do that with this. And I think it's kind of working. Anyways, I have to count for a bit. Give me a sec. Would it work if I count in Dutch? I mean, would that disrupt your counting if it's another language? Or would it just help you to learn Dutch? I think everyone should learn Dutch. It's a funny language, but also it is said to be one of the most difficult languages in the world, and I understand that. I can see that. And 7. It's gonna be interesting if it's gonna work out. Okay, decrease. By the way, I'm sorry if you hear any noise from outside. I live in a noisy street and it's too warm here, so I have to keep the windows open. But that also means traffic noise. Also, I live above a restaurant and the food is smelling so good. but I'm on a no-buy tour. Doesn't mean I can't buy food, but not fast food, not pre-made, just good food. Well, it's good food, but not expensive food. Anyways, I'm missing a stitch. Am I gonna ignore it? I think I am. Because I know my count is right. I already made this several times, so if the count isn't right, then it means I messed up somewhere else. And that's fine. I'm not gonna... I'm just taking out my bookmark because I can see it in the stitches and it annoys me. Usually I use the tail of my work as a bookmark. Stitch marker, I mean. But this time I can really see it and it annoys me. Usually I just leave it in because you can't see it because it's the same thread. But this time it's, for some reason it's really standing out. So I'm gonna switch to a separate bookmark in a different color. Stitch marker, I mean. I hate the having to take off and put back on the stitch markers. I prefer using this thread because it's just, you get to the end of the round, flip the thread over and just continue. And when you're done, you pull it out. Easy peasy. Whereas the switching, it's annoying. Okay, let me see. One decrease. We're not gonna do a decrease because we were one stitch short. And if we don't do a decrease, we're not a stitch short anymore. So it's just gonna be 1, 2. Oh wait, not counting aloud, sorry. Okay, anyways, I'll check back in with you tomorrow. Night night. I didn't get much further last night, but let's do that now. But first I'm gonna eat breakfast because I am so hungry. I wanted yarn chicken, but it was so close. So yeah, let's do a comparison. Our naked boy has frog legs, octopus connection, bare body, integrated ragdoll arms, never used before, giraffe neck, and a ragdoll head. And that's him. I am really happy with this. I will finish him up in a different video, like with the flower crown, but first I want to have a lot of naked boys to compare them all together. And that makes our second naked boy. I think it turned out really cool. If you like it, if you have watched so far, thank you so much. If you liked it, like the video. If you have anything to say, let me know. Any suggestions, comments, things I could do differently, filming and editing, because I'm still learning. This is only the third video I made where I'm recording myself and talking to the camera, and it's gonna be a journey. I don't have a lot of people watching this, and that's fine because I'm still learning. Um, but I'm just happy to document my own progress. I really like that. And I also like that the videos give me incentive to finish things. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time with a new naked boy.